Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Fellow Show. I'm your host, the fellow KGP. We're doing our Thursday night hangout tonight. We're going to help you guys try to get through the weekend, through to your championship, or if you're in the final four, to do it next week, or hopefully win your championship if you're in the week. So I just want to kind of read some of the player news and some of the ins and outs that we've been seeing for tonight and tomorrow night's game. Killian Hayes is not going to play tonight against the Grizzlies. It's saying that Corey Joseph was a surprise upgrade to probable. So we'll see if he can get some run in some minutes. So if you guys need still pick for tonight, Corey Joseph, Saban Lee. I've been picking up I picked up Frank Jackson, and he's been playing great the last couple games for me. I'll just click on his name. Frank Jackson for the Pistons here. Just a really nice run of 5 straight games here. The minutes are up. He's a really good scorer. Doesn't really get too many rebounds, assists, and whatnot, but it's been pretty solid the last 5 games. So I like Frank Jackson for tonight, and they still got 2 games left on the weekend. So if we look at we'll pull this schedule grid up. We'll probably be pulling this up the rest of the show here. But they do play Saturday and Sunday. So if you still need some Pistons, that's probably where we want to be looking into some of our guys. Let me see what else we got here. Let me just actually hit refresh and see if anything else kind of came through. Porzingis is doubtful to play against the Cavs on Friday. So there was a guy that I picked up in relation to Porzingis not playing so much lately. And the guy that I picked up in this game, where are we? It was Dwight Powell. And I snagged him the other night here before this 40-point game. I saw the 33, and I was like, okay, maybe we can get something nice here. But he went off for 40 points 2 nights ago, 7 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, just kind of filling up everything here. Really high minute total here. So if you need somebody for Porzingis, Dwight Powell might be the guy for you. Let's go back to some of the news. Edmund Sumner, he won't play tonight. Jeremy Lamb won't play. Brogdon won't play. So maybe let's pull up the Indiana Pacers. Here, I'll go to this. We'll pull up some of the Pacers here and just see what's going on. I'm just curious are we down to even 5 or 6 guys that we can use? So Sabonis and LeVert, probably the best 2 plays of that game. McConnell should probably get into the starting lineup and see a lot of run here. I still like O'Shea Brissett. And then the Holiday boys, Justin and Aaron, and then probably Doug McDermott. So I got Doug McDermott in a couple leagues here just because they end up playing 4 games this week and 5 next week. He plays a lot of minutes the way it is, but with all the injuries right now, I'm kind of just hoping to, take a collective good chunk of 5 games next week. So, but man, what's going on, Justin? Man, thanks for hanging out. I'm just kind of reading over some of the news, and yeah, no Tate. Yep, and KPJ is out. We'll get to the Rockets in just a little bit here. Are they playing tonight? I believe that's tomorrow night's game. So we'll get to the Rockets in a little bit. If we got to find somebody, we can find somebody. But at the moment right now, I'm just kind of reading through all these news and notes. So Aaron Baines, we don't care about him for fantasy. Corey Joseph is playing tonight. Josh Jackson and Hamidou Diallo are both out tonight for Detroit. That's tonight, right? Let's see here. Detroit. Yep, they play Chicago at 7 o'clock tonight. DJ Augustine questionable. Daniel House Jr. is listed as doubtful. Maybe we'll get the other Rockets guys in here too. Where did that go? Wayne Ellington has been upgraded to probable tonight. Vucevic is going to play tonight. He's available to play. We don't know what's going on though. Christian Wood is questionable for tomorrow night. Levine is available. He's finally back from his health and safety protocol. So if you got Levine, make sure you get him in your lineup. Kelly Olynyk. This one's tough because if you've been playing Olynyk, he's been a monster lately. I think he just 63 fantasy points last night. The Rockets might not have anybody. They might not have 5 dudes to even put on the floor the way they're injured right now. You see Jayshawn Tate, he's got a left knee contusion. He's listed as questionable right now. So the blurb that I saw when I was reading through Houston is they might not be able to field a full team, and they might have to forfeit this game. That was one of the blurbs that I read. That might have been through. Let me read through Kevin Porter Jr. So Kevin Porter got hurt the other night. I think it was an ankle sprain. So he's not playing. Let's see. So here's the thing. It says, with Porter ruled out and 13 players included on the injury report, the Rockets may be in legitimate jeopardy of not being able to field enough players for tomorrow's game. As a team looking to lose as many games as possible, this isn't the worst outcome. As far as Porter is concerned, he should be considered day-to-day after departing Wednesday night's loss with a sprained left ankle. There's a decent chance he could sit again Saturday. So with Kevin Porter Jr., I'm a little bit nervous about the IR spot. You can do it. Slide him into there, but otherwise, I mean, at this point, we gotta get players that are plugged in and don't have any day-to-day or out designations. So just look at this. Just look at this Houston Rockets situation here. if you needed to get somebody on Houston, Kenyon Martin Jr. might be the only guy worth it in here. He played 44 minutes the other night, 23, 10, 6, and 2 blocks, 48 points. Pull up the schedule. For 2 games, I'm going to say Kenyon Martin Jr. is probably the one guy that I would trust. Yeah, I believe. Let me pull him up. It's not working. Armani Brooks. So he played 31 minutes. Yeah, I think Steelers 2 games, and I think I might pick up Barnes and drop NATO. So NATO, and Saturday is in, if he's healthy, he's got super high ceiling, and then you got Bazemore. So let me go to Golden State, Golden State. They only got 2 more games. But it's both Oklahoma. I'm probably gonna be okay with cutting NATO. Let me pull up Washington here. I mean, at this point, Kenyon Martin, I think that's probably the guy that I feel more comfortable with. NATO's fine, but he's not. Maybe you get 20 to 30 points out of him. I don't know what his averages are here over the last 7 days. I guess he's averaging 25 points per game. He did. So I did make it to the Bucks Wizards game last night. So this game was really fun to watch. He was fine, but I don't trust it as much. I think I'm okay with dropping NATO. What's going on, Aiden, man? Got 2 of my 3 teams in the ship and looking for good and both. Just focus on football, doing more. There you go. In your 15-person league draft tomorrow, is that a redraft league or a dynasty league? We got football drafts already, man. That's exciting. That is. I mean, I got dynasty and some rookie stuff going on. If you're interested, I was gonna probably make another video later tonight, just kind of off the air and then upload it. But on the fantasyfellowship.com, I did put up my dynasty rookie rankings. So if you wanted to look at some of those, I do have them here, and then by position as well. I kind of type some stuff up. So if you need some football stuff, I mean, I got all the rankings that you need there. So the fantasyfellowship.com, if you're looking for some football stuff. Dynasty draft. So is that just the rookie draft tomorrow? Let me see what else we got here in the news. So the Rockets, I think Kenyon Martin Jr. is probably my favorite guy. Jimmy Butler questionable for tomorrow. Tyler Hero questionable. Gary Trent's available tonight. We'll see if he plays. Again, LeBron James probably not going to play till next week. So our Lakers, if we look at the Lakers real quick, is there anybody that can help us in LAL? The Lakers do play. They play tonight, Friday, and Sunday. So if you pick up a Laker tonight, if you still have time to pick up a Laker, you're getting 3 games in the next 4 days. I think Kuzma's probably my favorite ad. Schroeder's out. What's up with KCP? What's up with KCP? He's probable for tonight. Okay, I mean, you get 3 games in the next 4 days. So I like KCP. I like Kuzma. What's up with Kuzma? He's probable here. Even Caruso wouldn't be terrible. I guess if you want a guy for 3 of the next 4 days, one of these Lakers boys might be able to help us with LeBron out. What's up with Anthony Davis? So he's probable tonight. Interesting. I got 4 team really young. I'm thinking Najee or Pitts. I got 4 my team really young. But Aiden, you should type up your roster. Who's your quarterbacks, running backs, wideouts, and tight ends? 1 clip, so I'll drop Kent for the guy. I have 1 pickup. Okay. I was looking at that the other day, and I don't think. I mean, LA's got 3 games in the next 4 days, and they have a half-game lead on Portland. Who, I mean, Portland's been playing decently here. Let me look at the schedule too for Portland. So Portland, I mean, they get the Lakers, man. That's a fun game. Friday night, that's a big game. So no LeBron, that's a 50-50 game. And then if they do play, San Antonio, then they get Houston week 20 on Monday. But man, Friday night, that's going to be the game to watch. I hope that game's on ESPN or whatever, TNT. But I'm gonna say Blazers get the 5th seed, and wait, the Blazers get the 6th seed. Yeah, I guess 5th or 6th, one of the two. They're all kind of right there. So I think the Lakers are gonna probably fall into. I would assume the Lakers are gonna fall into the playing game. LeBron probably doesn't give a crap anyways. He's gonna view them as build up games for the actual playoffs. So I'll root for the Blazers there. No Kyle Lowry tonight. If you need somebody, Malachi Flynn. They don't have a lot of games this week, but wow, Najee Marshall, 3-year, 5.3. I guess now that I'm looking at Marshall, I did want to talk to you guys about where is he? Brandon Ingram. He's got an ankle issue, left ankle sprain. He's out for tomorrow night's game. It's going to say James Johnson, Najee Marshall, and James Nunnally will get additional playing time, but I like Najee Marshall probably the best. So that's maybe just for Friday, maybe a game extra. What are the Pelicans' schedule here? New Orleans. So they do play Friday and Sunday, so they get 2 games coming up here if you like him. And CJ. All right, we'll see you in a bit, Justin. Let me pull up McCollum. I mean, I have McCollum. So I guess the fantasy numbers have been fine, but I guess I haven't watched too many of their games. He's just being kind of loose, careless with things in the shooting. I guess a 15 and a 23, that's not what we want out of McCollum here. So 2 bad games against Cleveland, Brooklyn here. Interesting. Well, I mean, we got a couple weeks yet for them. The good news is like they're right there, and I mean, in the last 10 days they're still 5-5, but their schedule has. I mean, it's tough playing in the West. We also need Nurkic and Cantor to stay healthy too, and then what's his name from the Raptors? Norman Powell. Norman Powell's missed a good chunk of time as well. Let me pull up the Trailblazers here. What's up with Powell? So he didn't play last night, but he did. I don't know what happened in that game. That's a bad game. But I don't know. I guess they're getting healthy at the right time. Everybody just needs to stay together. But let me see what other player news we can find here. TJ Warren, wow, requested a trade from the Pacers before he underwent season-ending foot surgery due to issues with the coach, Nate. Yeah, I saw Killian Hayes. We talked about Hayes at the top of the show. Let me pull up. The Pistons are just, this is how it's been with the Pistons. Diallo's out tonight. No Hayes, no Jackson, no Grant, no Plumlee, no Wayne. It does say Corey Joseph is out, but it looks like he's upgraded for probable. So I think he's playing tonight. But Killian Hayes has the small illness, non-COVID related, of course. So it's going to be a big night for Sadiq Bey, Frank Jackson, Isaiah Stewart. Those are going to be the catalysts for tonight. Maybe even Dembuya. Let's see. He got some good minutes the other night here, 35 fantasy points. So again, if you guys need a Detroit Piston in your lineup right now, they do play. They play tonight and they get Saturday and Sunday. So that's 3 games in the next 4 days. I think it's a pretty good option there. I was going to bring him to the ship, but it might be Poku. Is Poku back? Let me pull up OKC. I don't know about OKC. I saw he was out. So he's not playing tonight. Let me see. Oklahoma. So they got 3 games in the next 4 days. Golden State, Sacramento. That's a nice schedule. So maybe not Poku. I like Roby. He's only 9% rostered. Who's Gabriel Deck? Are you talking Bam? Bamba? They played Friday and Sunday. That's solid. I mean, you can cut somebody that is playing tonight and try to pick up 2 out of 3. But Mo Bamba's been beast. And they play Charlotte and Minnesota. That's pretty solid. I did want to just look and see, is there anybody? Because I think this OKC 3 out of the next 4 games is a pretty big deal. Tony Bradley had a nice run here, but he didn't play the other night. He was questionable for Tuesday's game. He didn't play on Tuesday. I mean, I'm assuming Basley and Brown are available. I would consider if you can get one of these top 4 players for 3 out of the next 4 days, I would do it. Basley's probably the best one. He's been the most consistent for the longest. So if you can get Basley 3 out of the next 4 days, I'm super into that. Gabriel Deck though, what is going on here? So 4 games, 1 bad game, but really consistent here. Not a lot of minutes. That's interesting. I still like Roby quite a bit too. I mean, he's got a 13, 16 point floor, but if you get him for 3 out of the next 4 days, maybe that's 60 some, 70 some points. So I still think OKC can help us. I have KPJ as well. I'm considering dropping him because well, just look at my team here. I'm only allowed 3. I have 3 IR spots, but one of them has to be for COVID. I can only use 2 for injuries, and I'm sitting here with KPJ. I'm considering cutting Oubre and Porter Jr. right now just because it's been ugly. Got a big night tonight, though. Hopefully the guys can come through. DeLon Wright, and he's over there in Sacramento. He's got Friday and Sunday. Let's see. I mean, at this point, 2 games of DeLon Wright, that's 70. Holy cripes. So, yeah, do it. Let's go DeLon Wright. 2 games for DeLon Wright. Let's do it. Let's I mean, this is at least 50 points in 2 games. This is probably one of the better moves you can make. And then just looking at the Sacramento schedule, I mean, it's Spurs is tough, but then on Sunday they're going to get OKC. So, DeLon Wright. I think this is a good call. And we can't expect 60 points to continue, but if you get one game with 50, like who knows? He's just been filling up. Like look at the steals, 4 blocks. That's significant. His minutes are just peaking here too. So yeah, let's go with DeLon Wright. The other guy I really like too is Marvin Bagley. I don't know what kind of league you guys play in for sizes and stuff, but he's still 57% owned, and he's starting to play pretty well back from his injury. So I do like Bagley quite a bit. I wanted to just see when's De'Aaron Fox coming back. It's been nearly 2 weeks. Fox might be back. He might be back tomorrow. That could be kind of a dent, but his minutes would probably be on a restriction. So I like DeLon Wright. I still like the OKC guys. Again, if you can get, I'm assuming a lot of the Detroit guys have been hammered. Stewart. I like Frank Jackson quite a bit. He's the guy that you get, again, 3 games in the next 4 days. If you get 3 of these totals here, you're looking at a pretty good output. If it came down to Frank Jackson versus DeLon Wright, I might lean Frank Jackson just because I know I'm not worried about De'Aaron Fox coming back and messing up DeLon Wright's numbers. So that, I guess that's a comfort level thing. Otherwise, I mean, these guys percent rostered wise, it's Frank Jackson's 11, Sadiq Bey 42, Stewart 36. Saban Lee's probably going to get a good run tonight. I don't know if we trust that. Yeah, I think I'd stay away from anything under Stewart. But Dembuya, Dembuya's been playing. He's got a decent floor here. I don't love it for 3 games. I think I'd rather go DeLon Wright. Let's take a look here. We got Sexton, Brooks. Is that Dylan Brooks? We got Luka, Kelly, Joker, Westbrook, Butler, Booker. We got 2 Bookers. LaMelo, DeLon, Durant, Towns, Hayes, and Brogdon. I mean, I think at this point I'm okay with getting rid of Hayes because I know he's out tonight with an illness, but he did play like a handful of straight games here. But if you need somebody to get through, I mean, he's not playing tonight. I would consider getting one of these teams that play 3 games in the next 4 days. And again, we'll go over those real quick. Oklahoma City Thunder, they still play tonight. I think that's a smart move, assuming you can still get these games in. But the Lakers, I mean, I don't care if it's Kuzma or KCP or even Caruso. If you can get 3 games in the next 4 days, so you got the Hornets here, you got the Bulls, A lot of teams here with 3 games in the next 4 days. Or if you wanted to just, stack like a double up, we looked at Kenyon Martin. I think Kenyon Martin, assuming that game goes through tomorrow, I'm trying to see if Houston has. I'm trying to see if Houston has enough players. They're gonna have Kenyon Martin, Daquan Jeffries should play, Armani Brooks, Anthony Lamb. So they got I'm counting 4 guys. Christian Wood's already ruled out. He's questionable. That game might get postponed, so we'll have to hold. If that game's a go, I'd pick up Kenyon Martin Jr. for Friday and then the Sunday game because he's going to be their bell cow. Oh, they played Friday, Saturday. Okay, so yeah, if that game's a go tomorrow night, I like Kenyon Martin quite a bit, and I think I'm considering dropping KPJ. I mean, at this point. He's not going to play in the next 2 games. Week 20, they do play 4 games, but it's Portland, LA, Atlanta. Those are 4 contending playoff teams. I just might be okay with just up and cutting Kevin Porter Jr. if you have to. That wouldn't bother me too much. So what else are we looking at here? Go back to this week. I wish I could kind of cut it off and filter it a little better. Let's look at Charlotte. Charlotte plays Chicago, Orlando, and New Orleans the next 3 games. Let's take a look at Charlotte. Oh, so, of course, LaMelo Ball, beast. What's up with Miles Bridges? So, okay, he's out for 10 to 14 days. So shooting forward, power forward is up for grabs. Maybe Jalen McDaniels. This is the guy. He started tonight. Let's take a look at that score. So McDaniels is starting tonight, and we know what's his name's going to be out for the next 10 to 14 days. Jaden McDaniels is 0 for 2 right now. What's their schedule next week? That's what I'm interested in. They play 4 games. Shoot. Wow. I mean, they still get Friday and Sunday. I think I might be picking up Jaden McDaniels here. Or is it Jalen? I mean, just last night, or the other night, 39 minutes, 10, 12, 1, 3, 1. If everything goes well tonight, and again, we know Miles Bridges is out for 10 to 14 days. Jalen McDaniels, he's got 2 more games after tonight. He's got 2 more games this week and then 4 next week. This might be the player that helps us get through week 20. So I like him quite a bit. Dang, I'm probably gonna add him tomorrow morning after I watch this game go. Biyombo's been starting, but I don't trust this. Caleb Martin's been playing well too, 34 points. But look at these, we can't trust these floors. So if you're thinking about Charlotte, and the game's already started, so it's Friday and Sunday. Let me see what else we got here. Deontay, CJ, Cash Money, Olynyk, Capella, Reggie, Darius, Kyle Anderson, JJJ, LaMelo, Cat, Randall, Chede. Oh, well, how important is Chede right now? What's he doing? He's beasting. He's playing very well right now. Shoot, we might have to hold on to Chede. So who do we cut for this? Is Reggie as in Reggie Jackson? Or maybe it's Bullock? I don't know. Is it Bullock? Reggie Jackson. So Reggie's, I mean, he's only got, he plays tonight and Sunday, so 2 more games left. If you can get somebody here, so we got, I mean, you're not going to be able to get 3 anymore here. So Aiden, can you still add guys that haven't played yet tonight? Because that would be huge. If you can, like for me, I have a timer. as soon as the first game starts, I can't add people that have played. So like people that are playing, because the Bulls Hornets game started, I can't add anybody for tonight remaining. So this is strictly for basically you're looking at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for pickups. And then, so do you still have, Aiden, do you still have week 20 in these matchups, or is this the championship? That would be interesting to know. So no Devontae Graham. Let me take a look here. McDaniels needs some points. So it's a double week championship, huh? Okay. Well, in that case, let's go take a look. I want to see who has, a team with 3 games. So the Pistons, do you have any Pistons on that team? Reggie Basley. I don't see any Pistons, so that's good. OKC. Let's cut Basley. Hold on. Not yet. Let me see. When does Basley play? So we can use Basley on Sunday, and then as soon as he's done with Sunday, I'd be fine cutting him and trying to get a team with 4 or 5 games next week, because they're one of the few teams that has 3 games next week. If I filter this here, the Pistons and Thunder are the only teams with 3 games. If you can add any Pacers, Grizzlies, Bucks, or Spurs for Basley, I think that would be the move. But you can get both Blazers, Joe Ingles, Aaron Gordon. I like Aaron Gordon because he's got the 5 games here. The Blazers do play 4 games next week, so I'm fine with either of those guys. And then does Portland play on Sunday this week? I mean, they play Friday, Saturday. I might be okay with picking up if you pick up one of the Blazers centers on Friday night, that wouldn't bother me. Jaron Middleton. That's tough. I think you might want to hold until Basley plays on Sunday. Just wanted to go through some more of these. Admiral Schofield from Tennessee getting a 10-day contract. That's cool to see. Goga's playing tonight. All right, we've kind of been through all of these already. So start bench cut. We got Dorian Finney, Sadiq the Freak, and K Nunn. Okay, so I'm already kind of looking ahead towards next week. So I know Dallas has 5 games, and I know Bay only has 3 games next week. But on the moment, Bay still plays Saturday and Sunday. So that's like getting 5 games in 9 days, which is nice. And then Miami's got 2 games remaining this week, and then I'm assuming 4 the next week. So let me punch these guys in here. Okay. So currently the last 7 days, Dorian Finney-Smith is technically the worst. Sadiq Bey the best. On a 15-day average, they're all really close. But I mean, Sadiq Bey he's just been in beast mode lately. You see the 50, the 42. So this is kind of hard to cut. And then we do see, I mean, Detroit, man, they got 5 games this week. We still got Philly and Chicago, so you got 2 games here. Again, Miami's got 2 more games remaining, and then Dallas has got 2 games remaining as well. So they're all kind of the same for Friday through Sunday. But Finney Smith with those 5 games next week, Kendrick Nunn with the 4. Um, hmm. This is tough. This is tough. The thing that makes me nervous is Bay. Like, he's been so consistent lately. Like, he's going to continue to play. I don't see them benching him at all. So I would say if we're doing this short term, I'm not looking like too far ahead next week, but you gotta up until Sunday. We're starting Sadiq Bey. Maybe you drop Sadiq Bey. Where would I would drop Sadiq Bey? I would maybe cut Sadiq. Where'd my Pistons go? Down here. I would probably cut Sadiq Bey after Minnesota, after Tuesday night, because then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Only got 2 games in 5 days. You can maybe find someone that's got 3 or something like that. So I think I'm going to hold on to Sadiq Bey. We'll start him. I'm probably going to. This is tough. Like, they're all the same player. This is tough. I think. Let me look at the schedule here for Miami. Who's Miami playing? Minnesota, Boston. I do like none for those games. Dallas is getting some tough games. No, Cleveland and Cleveland. Okay, I'd probably play Finney Smith. And Finney Smith does have the 5 games next week, so I'm kind of excited about that. But I think for now you're going to hold on to everybody, and then we'll let Sadiq Bey go maybe Tuesday night, if that makes sense. All 3 of those guys are very useful at the moment right now, though, so let's hold on to them. I'm just looking for some stats that stick out here. The Hornets are getting ran here. McDaniels didn't do anything in 8 minutes. So we'll see about Jaden McDaniels. But I'm just looking ahead at the schedule here, or the standings. Dallas is going to have to play, man. Those the 5 games that Dallas has next week, they're going to have to play all their, like, I don't think we're going to see too many guys getting off because they want to stay ahead of that playing tournament. They need to stay away from the 7th seed. So we're talking Frank Jackson, Naz Reid, and Bacon. Clear. Bacon. Dude, have you seen the RJ Hampton for Orlando? He's been popping off. Yeah, RJ. I mean, before we get to it, I just want to, like, RJ Hampton. I forgot to talk about him earlier. He's just been on a 3-game tear. Double-digit points, 10 boards. 1 game with 10 assists. He'll get a steal or block. But RJ Hampton, if you need somebody from the Magic, and again, the Magic have 4 games next week. I'm not scared about that schedule. Orlando. I mean, Milwaukee, ATL, Philly. Philly might have the number 1 seed wrapped up by those last 2 games. Who knows? And then for the rest of the week, you're talking tomorrow night, Friday, and Sunday. So if you guys need somebody for Friday, Sunday, I like RJ Hampton quite a bit. But I'm gonna finish out your start bench cut here. And then Naz. Okay, so over the last 7 days, RJ Hampton, I guess he's technically the best. Otherwise, it would be Frank Jackson, Dwayne Bacon. He's been getting a good bump in numbers here as well. Kind of filling in that Terrence Ross role pretty nicely. Last 15 days, that gets a little bit of separation. I'm gonna hold on to Frank Jackson again, probably through Sunday. Get those games through Sunday. If you need to cut them for Tuesday, that's fine. Naz Reid, I'm fine with Naz Reid, but his floor scares the hell out of me sometimes. So was anybody missing the last couple games here? I like Naz Reid, but his minutes just get a little murky sometimes. So I'm probably going to continue starting Frank Jackson. We're gonna hold on to Bacon and probably cut Nas. I think that's what I would do. Let me just look at the schedule real quick here. So I mean, they all play 2 games in the remainder of the week here. Frank Jackson hasn't started yet, so Frank's still getting 3 games. But then next week, I think all these teams play 4 games besides the Pistons. So I would probably cut Frank Jackson maybe after this Minnesota game. That's probably what I would do. And the Blazers could be sneaky. I could see them beating Denver. Denver hasn't really – they've been playing a lot better of late here, which is, surprising. But I could see without, Jamal Murray, but I could see Denver being slipped up by Portland. With a shooting team like with Portland, all it takes is 1 or 2 games to get hot, and your confidence is kind of destroyed. So I'm kind of into that. Yep. True. You don't like Campazzo? Campazzo can't take over the game? I'll probably hang out another 3 or 4 minutes here. I just want to check the box scores real quick one time. We got some good games on TNT starting up. We got Brooklyn and Dallas. That's the game I'm probably going to go watch. And then you got LA at the end of the night. No LeBron, but it should be a good fight there. The Clippers are still kind of holding. Clippers are locked in, but they're still wrestling with the Nuggets for the 3-4. For the Blazers, as a Blazers fan, Aiden, would you rather play the Clippers or the Nuggets? It seems like you want to play the Nuggets, but I mean, just what if it is the Clippers? Interesting thoughts. And I don't know. Philadelphia's got this 2-game lead over Brooklyn. Let's see who Philadelphia plays. So this is still week 19. New Orleans, Detroit. So that's probably 2 wins. And then you're looking at Indy, Miami, Orlando. This is a cupcake schedule. They might only lose 1 game the rest of the way. So we're probably going to give Philly the number 1 seed here. Philly gets the 1. Bucks and the Nets will kind of duke it out for the 2. Let me look at the Nets. Brooklyn. I mean, Brooklyn's got Chicago. The Spurs are tough, but Chicago, Cleveland, that's kind of cupcake. But tonight, that Dallas game tonight is huge. Dallas and Denver. I'm hoping they lose both. I need Milwaukee to get past them because I don't want to be matching up with, I guess, the Heat and the Boston Celtics keep flipping flopping here. But I would prefer to get a 7th seed here. Clippers taking the West. I think I'm rooting for the Suns, man. I like Chris Paul. He's been playing fantastic. Devin Booker's fun. I think the Suns might be my sleeper, even though they're number 2 seed. Yep. I can see that. I mean, but then again, like a team like the Mavericks, they're playing pretty good ball right now. They just need Porzingis back. They can be a really dangerous 4-5 seed. Like if they could give the Nuggets or the Clippers a good run for their money in that 4-5 game, and then all of a sudden that whole bracket's just kind of opened up for a 4-5 seed here. So I just got a note on Kelly Oubre here. So I use the app called Fantasy Life, and they send me up-to-date stuff here. So Kelly Oubre will not require surgery on his right wrist and is expected to remain sidelined for 1 to 2 more weeks. Let me see if that's pulled up on here yet. It says he's going to be reevaluated in 1 to 2 more weeks. So, yep, we're done with Kelly Oubre. I'm going to drop Kelly Oubre right now. We're done with Oubre for the rest of the season in fantasy. So if they do make the play-in tournament, that's when he would be, back for real life basketball. But I think I'm safely dropping Kelly Oubre. I just did it. So I have another league to do it in too. But hey, now I get a free roster spot, so that's cool. I'm just going through my leagues and dumping the oobs. Let's see here. So we'll make a pickup live in this one, Aiden. So I'll show you. This is the free league that I started with some people through just meeting people through YouTube. I got a few people that are in. Here, let's. Are these guys both out? I'll just move Garland. I don't care. Let's see. So this is for Friday. I have an empty bench spot here. So this is the free league that I did with people on YouTube and Twitter and stuff. I'm beating my brother, the Wrecking Crew. We were the first seed, 14-3. But let's take a look and see who I can snag. Again, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm looking for a team that has, I guess, 2 games in 3 days. So let's take a poll here. RJ Hampton, Kenyon Martin, maybe. I like RJ Hampton though, man. Charlotte and Minnesota, we ain't scared about that. Considering McDaniels, Moses Brown. I got you for the football. We'll do the free football league one. I'll pencil you in that. That'll happen for sure. You've been a lot of fun to hang out with, man, on these Tuesdays, Thursdays. So you're in for sure. I got you. I'm picking up RJ Hampton, I think. And they got 4 games next week, so this is kind of easy for me to do. I'm just gonna snag RJ Hampton here. And then for Friday, I can, well, I got a lot of things to move in. You got to get the freak in here. And we'll get Allen in there. The Kelly Olynyk stuff is a bummer. He's been, oh man, he's just been a stud. But yeah, we'll get that free football league in here. We probably wouldn't draft until August anyways, but we'll get a lot of information out all summer and get that league put together for us. So, but my problem is this is the league that I care about the most, the hash sling slasher. So I'm losing right now. This is the final 4 to get to the championship week. I'm losing right now, but I have a full lineup tonight. He does not. So I'm looking to make up some ground. Why isn't this loading? So I'm down about 180 some points, but he's only got 1, 2, no Diallo, so 3, 4. He's got 5 guys, and I've got a big full 10-man lineup tonight. So I'm hoping for some really good things. Gotta get back into the lead tonight. So it's really good potential for me here, but as you can see, we only allow 5 matchup acquisitions per week. I'm already at 4. So by letting Oubre go, all of a sudden I have a free pickup here. But I don't know what to do. I should probably just pick up Ariza. Ariza plays tomorrow and Sunday. There's near Naz Reid, Dwayne Bacon. Ariza's interesting. I think that's probably the guy I'm going to pick up here just because I can trust him. And he's got a very high floor. Like even if he scores 9 points, like it's fine. He still gets 36. So I'm thinking about picking up Ariza here for the weekends, Friday and Sunday push. And he's like completely healthy, I think, right? There's really nothing messing with his I gotta filter by Miami real quick. How long is Oladipo out for? He's out Friday. He's been silent nearly a month, and it's not clear when. So we'll see about Oladipo. Tyler Hero's still out. Jimmy B. Sauce, questionable. Duncan Robinson. I get nervous adding guys like I like adding guys like 10 minutes before the game starts because you know they're gonna play. So we'll see. But I don't know. I'll probably make that decision later. If you have any more questions, man, you can just hit me up in the comments or whatever. But I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta go watch this Luka Brooklyn Nets game. So thank you guys for hanging out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We'll be back. I'll probably be posting some football videos, maybe one tonight. It's Mother's Day weekend, so I'm probably going to be not posting any videos this week. But we'll be back Monday night. We'll help you guys with the waiver wire show. Hit me up with the comments if you guys need any help for throughout the weekend. But thank you guys. Have a good night. We'll talk to you later. Peace.